Oh, what's up, everybody? Mr. Nationwide here. Today's Sunday. Yeah, just had some shit going on. Yeah, yesterday I got to rotate the tires on the little red Chevy. And I discovered why the TPMS light keeps on going off almost every day I drive it. It's because I discovered there's a nail on it. So I went and patched it up. And now the light didn't came back ever since I reset the light. So yeah. Oh, and then another thing happened over a week ago. On the way to work, I was driving the Yukon. It was probably the day after I drove to just fill up a full tank of gas, which was $63.99. You know, for 23 gallons. It's a 30-gallon tank, but that's a lot. This truck only takes like 30, maybe around, not even $40 yet for a full tank, which ain't bad. But the next day after that, this red light, the truck shut off and stalled and won't start. And so I had to tow it in to my shop, and then on my spare time, figure out what's going on. Spray some starter fluid and turn the key at the same time with the throttle plate wide open. And as it turns out, the fuel pump is dead. I mean, the fuel pump just not working anymore. It does buzz, but it's just not putting fuel in the fuel lines. So that has to be replaced. And I was thinking about getting an AC Delco because it lasts longer. And I found a cheap one on eBay for $90, the AC Delco. Usually they're expensive though. But I managed to find a good deal on it. So I'm just gonna order that soon, and then get that mailed in. Yeah, get that mailed, of course, and then do it myself at the shop. And then after I'm done, just rent that car trailer from U-Haul just to put, the little red Chevy on there, just so I can drive both vehicles home. Yeah, until I get a tow bar. Yeah. So anyway, I'm proud to announce that this is going to be my first NFL Super Bowl boycott. Yes, and it feels like it's fucking 2004 season all over again with the Eagles and Patriots again. Well, anyway, now I know I haven't said this as much, and you haven't seen me wear my Steelers hat in the season though, but I am officially boycotting the NFL until further notice, until they say sorry, until they change their tune about what America is all about, and stop kneeling over the national anthem. Because it's just fucking bullshit. I mean, these are grown men that are overpaid, that are just too freaking big, and they're criminals on the off season. Most of them are felons, but somehow, they make a shitload of money just so they pay some high-priced attorney to give them just a simple slap on the wrist. A regular guy like myself, oh yeah, I've been sent away to jail for prison for 20 years. Yeah, mostly about drug charges and sex harassment, rape, and drunk driving. Well, drunk driving is not that big of a deal. I mean, that's a misdemeanor, but still, you shouldn't be driving drunk. And some other horse shit they're doing. So, anyway, this wasn't until going Kaepernick, or Crapper-Nipper, or whatever you want to pronounce his name. I just call it Crapper-Nicker. Yeah, because he's really crappy. He sucks in football. Supposedly a star quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. Anyway, he's just bitching and complaining about how America's being racist and how capitalism is evil and all that shit. And forgetting the fact that, yeah, America had once a black president, but it was obviously a failure. Not because of his race, but it's mostly his politics and his personality, how he wants to hurt America. And this guy was light-skinned, mulatto, black and white. He was adopted by a white couple. So he's forgetting the fact that his adopted parents, who are both white, adopted him. Obviously, they're not racist. If that was the case, he wouldn't be adopted by that rich white family. So anyway, he decided to kneel during the national anthem and the American flag because it represents racism and all that shit, which shouldn't have even existed. This shit have existed since the 60s. See, this isn't the kind of civil rights activism that Dr. Martin Luther King had in mind back in the 60s, before his assassination back in 1968. Yeah, he didn't tell, hey, brothers, go ruin your town and vandalize it and burn it to a hole until they change their tune. No, he didn't say that either. He's basically said that don't judge everybody by the skin color and just the character, personality, and to get along with one another, which is happening. I don't have a problem with everybody. I know how to get along with people, okay? But if they have some kind of problem, want to start some stupid shit with me, then it's on. And so, anyway, ever since that happened, like, well, they lost a lot of fans from the 49ers. And then the Miami Dolphins did that shit. And then the Dallas Cowboys. My uncle in Pennsylvania, who was a longtime Dallas Cowboys fan, saw what was happening, and he decided just to turn off the damn TV and just throw away all his Cowboy memorabilia stuff. The Pittsburgh Steelers, which was my favorite team, didn't do that shit until a year in the season later, back in October 1st, when Coach Mike Tomlin had the team in the locker room. Well, one running back, which was Alejandro Villanueva, who served in, either in Iraq or Afghanistan. He was a veteran who went out there to do the Pledge of Allegiance at the same time as putting his hand over his heart for the national anthem, which I think is heroic. But then Tomlin got pissed off and said, hey, Alejandro, what the hell are you doing out there? The team's supposed to be in the locker room during this. Well, actually, Alejandro should have just, say, look, man, I'm taking off my fucking helmet. Here, shove this in your face. I'm out here. And take off his jersey and be on the way back. On his way out. And then come back the next day to turn in all his uniforms and all that. But he didn't do that. But if I was him, that's what I would have done. And I would have showed Tomlin who's boss. Anyway, almost every team in the NFL's doing it. The Jacksonville Jaguars was doing it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers was doing it. The Denver Broncos was doing it. The Philadelphia Eagles was doing that. And I believe the New England Patriots was doing that. And let me tell you something. They shouldn't even have that name Patriots. They're not real patriots in New England. I mean, that's in Foxborough, Massachusetts. They're just a bunch of brain-dead, egg-sucking liberals who hate this country. Yes, that's right. I've been a conservative for a long time, but, it's not for me to speak up. There's plenty of shit I could be doing other than watching the Super Bowl. I could be watching the X Games. Or I could be watching the King of the Hill Hour. Or I could watch some movies. So, yeah, that's why I was watching college football. Okay, maybe there was a couple of idiots here and there, but it's not the whole fucking team, and at least it's not the whole freaking football league itself. And trying to watch the Canadian Football League. So I don't know which team to pick for, but we obviously had a guy from Garner who plays for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. And some other shit here and there. So ever since the boycott, I stopped watching the NFL. I didn't burn all my stuff from the Steelers. I just kept it away, just as a time capsule. I probably put it in a box, insulated box, and maybe buried it in the ground, and just put a sign that said "Do not open until 2053." And then I just, dig it up, take a look at the hat, see if the hat is in good shape, and then think about why I buried that hat. I think, oh yeah, the NFL protest. Okay, what I'm saying. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you protesting, but you gotta do that in your own time, not during everyone's time. You are paid to play football and to make fans happy, not to piss them off. If you would have done this in your own time and keep your mouth shut, then you wouldn't have that problem. You guys started that problem just because Donald Trump said that any player doing that should be suspended. Well, I think he's right. He should be doing that because that's very disrespectful to your own country. I mean, yeah, the Baltimore Ravens had some game going on over in England, over in London. So, yeah, they sit in during the Star Spangled Banner. But when the national anthem of England, God Save the Queen, was playing, oh yeah, they're standing up and jumping up and down and saluting to the Queen of England. Like, come on, you fucking morons. We fought them during the Revolutionary War, so we won't live like them. Which we won, and we ain't supposed to be living like them. Yeah, the damn thing about, Kaepernick, well, okay, he's emulated by Fidel Castro, who killed almost everybody who opposed him in Cuba, which was communism. And then there was Che Guevara from Venezuela, who didn't like blacks, who didn't like gays, who wanted to ban music and wanted to burn books. And, I'm half Panamanian myself, I know some Spanish, so I know what the fuck is going on there. Yeah, my mom came from Panama, which had Manuel Noriega, who was a freaking tyrant. He was mostly a military leader, but somehow he's taking over control of the country, and that's why there was the U.S. invasion of Panama, because he obviously committed a crime in America, and that's why they went and arrested that son of a bitch. So, this jackass, of course, he doesn't know any Spanish, so he don't know what the fuck those morons are saying anyway. I know what they're saying, and it's all not good. It's no bueno. And then, well, yeah, you see a picture of him during practice or training or in training camp, wearing a pair of socks that have pigs, wearing policemen's hats. So he's saying cops are pigs. Pigs? How the fuck are they pigs? They're just doing their fucking job to get rid of criminals from killing you and robbing you out of your fucking money. All this bullshit about the police corruption. Well, okay, maybe there's a little corruption, but when you commit a crime and someone else called the police on you, it's for a fucking reason. Yeah, we're not just gonna let you go. It's just fucking ridiculous how it's been. So yeah, I've been kind of selective. So, well, I've been single for a while now, but still, I couldn't even date a girl who even watches the NFL, even wears an NFL shirt or jersey or hat or anything like that. Because it's going to turn into a big debate, though. Unless I can find one who boycotts the NFL for the same reason I do, then we have something in common, and we probably watch maybe the Alabama Crimson Tide playing, or the Texas Longhorns play, or maybe we could watch the NHL. See, I watched the Sugar Bowl instead of the Super Bowl. It's getting ridiculous. It's never been like this, but well, a few seasons back when Tim Tebow was playing for the Denver Broncos. Now, I like him, though, because he's a true Christian, and we share the same values. He scored a touchdown. So he was praying to God that how he made that touchdown with the help of him. Actually giving him that talent of him to do that. So then the NFL, I think they're a bunch of atheists because they're making a big deal about him, doing that. And well, he's a Christian. It's very natural for him to pray in every situation after, succeeding. So why are they going to have the problem with that? And so Tebow, he's been railroaded from the team, and I think he was in the New York Jets, and I think he left the NFL. And I believe that the Manning brothers, Peyton and Eli, I think they're been unhappy about the situation because I didn't hear them, disrespecting America or anything like that. Yeah. And then come to find out that Ben Roethlisberger was arrested on rape charges. I thought there were allegations, but it turns out he's been charged. It's just some girl he met at a bar. I guess obviously she wasn't interested in him. Maybe just because, well, he's a football player, famous, but just didn't want all the publicity and just want to date regular guys. Just so people won't get in her business about a relationship. So I don't blame her for rejecting him. Anybody like Roethlisberger or any famous guy, gets rejected. Supposed to get rejected, and that's completely natural. Now, for adolescents, yeah, it's very hard for them to understand. But once you get older, it's like no big deal. Like, I don't give a fuck. There's plenty of people around, plenty of opportunities to do. But I guess he raped her. I don't know where or how, but somehow he did. So yeah, he He got busted for that. Then there was another guy who played for the Baltimore Ravens. He was caught in the elevator with his fiance, his then fiance. I guess they had an argument about something, and then he fucking hit her, and then he's still married. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck you be arguing when you're engaged, when you're about to get married? You know what that bitch should have done is just leave his ass and not marry him. But it's because she was in there for the money anyway, so that's the problem. I mean, these guys are making like, what is it, $10,000 a year just to play football? Plus, there's too much restrictions in there that the referees always pull a flag or penalty, which takes fucking forever for the game to finish. It's the game's supposed to be on for 3 hours, not almost 4 hours. This is ridiculous. So, yeah. So tonight, there's not gonna be many people watching the NFL. When you flip the channels, if any NFL game playing for look for a couple seconds, just look on the stands, the seats, and you'll see how empty they are. And they're getting emptier each and every week. Yeah, by next year, they won't be a Super Bowl. By the next couple of seasons, the NFL will be officially dead. We won't be able to see. The NFL will probably no longer exist after 2020. So yeah, this is very tough anyway. And if you guys have a problem with that, just fucking leave my channel, because I don't give a fuck. I can get more subscribers to agree with me. Of course, I'm not going to post this on Facebook anyway, because Mark Zuckerberg, wants to censor free speech. Well, fuck that asshole. Yeah, he just doesn't know how. He just don't understand what's it feel like to be a true American. Doesn't know what's it like. That's why he didn't marry one. That explains it. So this will be all for right now. So hopefully by the next episode, move on from this the NFL rant and get back where it was, and everything will be completely different. Oh, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram. I got more followers now, but Mr. Nationwide Entertainment. But between the 3 words, there's underscores, so it's Mr. Nationwide Entertainment. And just look for the link below. And hopefully in the near future, the NFL will fucking regret what they're doing and get our fans back. But if not, it's going to be going on for generations and generations. Even if I have family of my own raising kids, I'm not even going to have I'm not even going to have the NFL on the damn TV. And I'll just wait until they're old enough to understand what's going on. So this will be all. Later.